Absolutely, there's still a massive stigma around this, and what we're finding from the latest research that we've had commissioned on behalf of Vosene Kids is that in the London area, 83% of the mums are still telling us that if they or their children caught head lice, they would be embarrassed or concerned about it. And you're absolutely right, we believe that's because of the stigma that's attached to it. People think that head lice are associated with dirty hair, and actually that's not the case at all. They like long hair, short hair, clean hair, dirty hair. They really aren't fussy. So what we're trying to do with the Nitwatch campaign, which is going live today, is saying to parents, don't be embarrassed about it, talk about it, and really understand they are very common still, especially with children in primary school, but there are also things you can do about it. So 1 in 4 mums are saying they don't actually think you can do anything to help prevent them, and we want them to know there are things you can do, and the more you talk about it, hopefully we can reduce the chance of children catching them, especially with the schools going back very soon.
So yeah, a couple of weeks' time, people go back now. What can they do to prevent head lice? Is it a time of the year now where kids are hanging around, having sleepovers, essentially mixing with their friends and other people they might not necessarily know that well, where head lice and nits can essentially sort of transfer quite easily?
Exactly, and it's that head-to-head contact, so that's why it's the primary school children that are so likely to catch head lice. They don't fly, they don't jump, which is one of those other myths. It's that head-to-head contact. Right. And you're absolutely right. It's when they're playing closely together, or even when they're at school and they're learning and playing together, they're very likely to catch them. We're hearing, as you say, that nearly half of children at primary school are still getting them, so there's a 1 in 2 chance that they will catch them. Right. So to help prevent, we're recommending 3 simple things. If your children have long hair, then keep it tied back at school, and the schools will often very much endorse that as well. And look at what hair care products you're using on a daily basis. So we're talking about really easy steps here. We're talking about just look at what shampoos you're using or the leave-in sprays that you're using and make sure they've got the ingredients to help prevent head lice as well. And that's something you can do without taking any different changes in your daily lifestyle, which is really important to family routine. In an ideal world, would also say, could you do detection combing? Once a week would be ideal, and that's when you wash your child's hair, put the conditioner in and leave it, and then you take a fine-tooth comb, which is often called a nit comb, and you go from the root of the hair to the end of the hair, and that's where you're just checking for those live head lice. So if you can be diligent in those 3 areas, we really hope that people will be helping prevent the spread of head lice now and also when the schools go back in a few weeks.